Not a big Vang guy.
Jesus Christ, is this just the Charlie Intel podcast? What's going on here, man? I just have
Yes.
like 10 Charlie Intel links on here, my god.
It's always been the Charlie Intel podcast, man.
Why are there so many links here, man? Are there really that many things? What's going on here?
No, because everything's going to be a 10-second. You'll figure it out, man.
I'm seeing that now. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
We are live. B's and G's.
Are we?
Welcome to the Dropshot, a podcast. We'll get into it. Episode number 559. We're back. My name's Casey, aka Razinon. I'm joined by Tanner. And today,
What? Oh.
today as fuck, we have things to talk about. So we haven't been live in a week. We didn't do an episode Saturday because I was out of town. I went
Don't worry,
to a
there's
cabin.
one this Saturday. There's not.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that too. I went to a cabin in just some cabin. It's like the Big Bear of the state I live in is where I went.
Yeah.
So it was just a very like remote cabin.
Did it snow there?
And it did not snow, but it was quite cold. If it rained, it would have snowed. It was real cold.
So it will snow there.
It will snow there lots. Yeah. Yeah, my mom was actually like, oh, we should come back for like Christmas or something. And I said, hold your horses, bitch. I'm not coming back next month. That's too soon. But coming in the winter would be cool. Pause. Because, yeah, there'd be a lot of snow.
You know, I'll clear out that Saturday episode so you can go. So we'll take care of it. You can go.
All right, cool, man.
Go on that trip again, man.
All right. Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. It was dope. It was fun. I also saw
We didn't ask.
I don't know what it's called, a gaggle, a troop, a pack of deer. I don't know what a murder of deer. I don't know what that gathering is called, but it was genuinely, I think, like 12 or 13 deer. So I took a video of it. It was very cool. And then Jitsi in Discord is like, bro saw deer and thought it was interesting. Do people normally just see a dozen deer just on the side of the road? Is that a normal thing?
I started watching the video too. I'm like, there's no way he's posting a video of just a deer, right? But then like the video kept going. I'm like, oh, there are like 20 of them, like all within 10 feet of each other. So, I mean, there were a lot of deer. Yeah, there were for sure a lot of deer. I've never seen that many in a group when I've gone in the mountains or anything like that. But yeah, they were all close, just standing around.
Yeah, it was cool.
You ever wish you just had a M249 saw machine gun?
A belt-fed light machine gun. Dude, later on, once we parked, we were like chilling. There's like an upstairs balcony, right? And all of them just walked up.
Hot tub?
I wish, but no. They're apparently very used to
Airbnb.
To people. So they came like in our driveway, and I can just imagine having a balcony-mounted, fully automatic, belt-fed light machine gun. We're having venison tonight. And for the next 10 years, because there are 13 deer that that I could mow down easily. Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. They were cool. They're like little dogs, but they're not dogs at all.
They're deer, yeah.
They're deer, actually.
You ever seen bighorn sheep before?
Not in person. I don't live in Scotland. I don't know if you could tell from the accent, but I don't know where those are. I don't know where those animals are.
They're in the mountains all over the place, yeah.
Really?
High desert mountains, I don't know. Yeah, they're kind of cool.
Big giant horns?
You see them like walking up the side of a mountain. It's like, it's actually crazy. Like the slope of this rocky, loose soil, and they're just walking on it. It's wild, man.
Yeah,
Really
I've seen videos. I just haven't seen them in person because, again, I'm not Highlander, like the Mel Gibson movie in Scotland. Anyway, welcome to the show.
Venison's not good, by the way.
I've never had it, but I can imagine it's not good. I can imagine it's not bad, but it's not good.
Don't let the Midwesterners and the cord fool you. It's not good.
Yeah. It's just like, just meat.
It's slop. It's slop meat, yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least I know where it's coming from. I don't fucking care. GMO farm my cows. I don't care. I'm not eating venison. It's gross.
Yeah, tasting. I want some diseased GMO antibiotic fucking vaccinated
just
18 injections a day heifer steak. Yeah.
Quadruple vaxxed COVID shot. Yeah, that's what I'd rather
force fed corn. Venison, yeah. So anyway.
And grass fed beef is also terrible, and I hope that helps. Grain fed tastes much better.
Tortured beef tastes better.
And D-Rock is one of the people I'm talking about. Don't listen to the Midwesterners. They don't know what they're talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't taste good at all. And
I've never had it. Yeah.
It's slop.
It seems like it'd just be way too
Have
lean.
you ever had any other meat ever that you've eaten? It's worse than all of those. So yeah, there's no reason to have it.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, yeah, it just seems way too lean. Way too lean. Pork chops are overrated, yeah. Pork is overrated, honestly. Bacon's good.
Pork chops are overrated. Do people even eat pork chops anymore? I wouldn't even call them overrated. That's you, man. I haven't had a pork chop in like 15 years.
Yeah, I haven't either. I hate them. Yeah, I don't like pork chops at all. But
yeah.
I mean, beef supremacy, obviously. We are Americans here, after all, right? We're all Americans here.
Yeah, we already knew that.
So, most of us, anyway. All right, so welcome to the show. Yeah, so today we have some things to talk about, but first we're starting with a channel announcement. Okay.
Oh wow, what's the announcement?
Patrons already know this, and many of you with brains also probably already knew this. Call of Duty sucks.
Well.
So there's the breaking news announcement. Call of Duty just fucking blows. So here's what's going to happen. Here's what's happened, okay? Tanner and I have been very bored of COD since, at the latest, Season 3 of BO6.
Basically since the announcement of BO6, yeah.
Well, okay, yeah, so for me, I've been bored of COD since 2 weeks after Season 3. We got Verdansk, cool, trip down memory lane. I've been sniped by an HDR by some shitter for the 1000th time. I'm bored now. I'm bored of this, as you guys have heard me talk about ad nauseum, so I won't get more into that. But since that point, I have been very bored of COD. Tanner for 3 years.
Well, no.
Whatever, you get it. For longer than that, okay? So we've been bored of COD. However, and we were trucking along, and it was all like holding pattern until BO7, right? That was the thing. And I was under the genuine... though mistaken idea that once we got BO7, I would be somewhat interested in playing the game again. And I earnestly thought, okay, we're just going to wait around. Once BO7 comes here, there's a bunch of new content, new game, all that, new integration coming up afterward. That'll be like exciting and fun, at least for a while, until the Warzone integration, and then that'll hold me over, blah, blah, blah. But then the game actually came out. And boy, do I...
you, man. Watch out.
Boy, do I not want to get it. And in fact, boy, will I not get it. And I hope that helps. None of my friends want to play it. None of my friends even talked about it when it launched. It didn't come up. Now think of how insane that is, because we've collectively played hundreds of hours of Warzone together, thousands combined, easily.
Yeah, thousands, yeah.
Yeah. And it didn't come up that there was a new game coming out. That's never happened since this podcast started. Since I've known these people, that's never happened before. It just didn't come up. So like my friends didn't want to play it. I wasn't particularly excited to play it. It looks about the same as the beta, which was fine, but it wasn't like super inspiring or anything. And then mostly, or largely, another reason is we already know what's coming for Warzone, which is nothing. Like we're getting Haven's Hollow, which is cool if you're into Resurgence, because that looks like it has the potential to be a good Resurgence map. So that's cool. But I'm not a huge Resurgence player, and I'm not a huge solo player either. So if none of my friends want to play, I'm already kind of out. But whatever, not a big Resurgence player. We'll set aside the friends thing. And then that's it. I mean, we're getting Avalon, which we may or may not be allowed to play Warzone on.
And that's months away. Like that's like
a long time away.
Months away at least.
Yes. That's another thing too. That is quite a while away. And we may or may not be able to play Warzone on it, although we know we're going to be able to play a blackout experience on it, which I am categorically uninterested in because I already know I'm not going to like it. Because if it has to be different enough to justify a separate name from Warzone to Warzone, then it's going to be bad. If it's going to be similar to Blackout enough to where you can call it a Blackout experience, it won't be good. That means no loadouts. That means looting all your shit. That means maybe manually healing. I don't know really what else it could mean. No buy stations. Like, all of it sounds just worse than Warzone, which is already in a pretty dismal spot. So really the only outside hope for myself that it would be worth playing or fun would be if Avalon is playable on Warzone and that's a fun, compelling map, which it's possible, but those are two big ifs, honestly. And further, my friends would have to be interested in playing it because I have never played BRs solo, and they categorically will not be.
Yeah.
So then the question is, well, wait, why do I want to get on and play multiplayer? The only reason for which I've ever done this in the past is to level guns for Warzone, if I'm guaranteed not going to play Warzone this year. Or ever again, by the way, because this is the last year of Warzone. They're sunsetting it. Sunset GIF.
Oh, it's gone.
So then the answer is obvious. Oh, there's no reason to play. I don't want to play. I'm not getting on. Therefore, I'm not getting BO7. Tanner is also not getting BO7. He was never going to. But I had an intention
I called
of
that back in April.
Yeah, right. Yes. I thought I would probably, very probably likely get it. But now I'm not. For mostly the reasons I've just mentioned. Although we have a couple other things to get into that kind of tie into that. So the point of us saying this...
Just say you don't have $70, man.
Okay. The point of us saying this on the outset here is here's the plan going forward with this podcast, okay? The plan for now, the plan is tenuous. I don't really know. But for now, right now, here's the plan. Thursdays, like today, we're going to basically do business as usual. So news of the week in Call of Duty, that's what we're going to talk about. That's the plan right now. However, if something else newsworthy in gaming in general, probably shooter games, because that's the thing Tanner and I share a common interest in, comes up, then we will talk about that instead. Because we do not like Call of Duty anymore. Just don't.
Yeah.
Don't want to talk about it. And this game launching has made that crystal fucking clear to me. Because, honestly, BO7 looks like a good game.
It does. It looks pretty good.
It looks like a good, solid multiplayer experience. They did a good change with the aim assist. They said they made a good change with the open SBMM, though we'll get into that. The wall jumping's cool. Everything seems to work. The maps are great.
Lots to grind for.
Lot to grind for. That's kind of like almost everything I would ask for. And even though I've gotten all of it, I don't want to play. What does that mean? Exactly. I'm done with COD. That's just what it means. That's the reality.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's not even really the game's fault. It's more our fault. But yeah, so Thursdays for now, yeah, business as usual, largely. Saturdays, not going to be best perk setup videos anymore, or episodes, you know.
Really? Shit.
Not going to be like meta drop spots on Avalon or anything, you know, because we won't play the game. We're not playing the game anymore. And then we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next week, the week after, see what else we want to talk about. Arc Raiders, Battlefield, Tarkov, whatever fucking else is going on. We'll get into. So this is going to be a podcast about whatever the fuck Tanner and I want to talk about specifically. It'll probably be about video games usually. Hope that helps. So there's your warning.
The thing too is you're saying now like Thursdays kind of might be probably business as usual, talking about like patch notes and stuff. That won't last because it's difficult to talk about the patch notes when we don't know what anything is. Like I don't even play the beta, so I don't even know. I didn't even know what the mastery camos are called in this game. I just don't. I don't know what any of the guns are, so it's not even possible to talk about the patch notes because it means nothing to me because I don't know any of it. So that won't be happening for long, obviously. But I think it's more we'll probably just maybe talk about some of the things that we find funny. Like the people, people like bitching about the game, drama happening within the community, shit like that. People losing their mind on Twitter, like things that are kind of funny to like point and laugh at and make fun of with the game. That's what it'll be. We won't be covering patch notes or anything for too long. I can tell you that much. Yeah,
this is going to be a hate pod. And to be clear, you might be wondering, hey, wait, how is any of what you just said a different schedule than the last 6 months? And you would be correct to point out not different at all, actually.
Yeah.
It is not different at all. We're gonna continue doing, actually, is what I meant to say is, we're gonna continue doing the type of episode formats we've been doing for the last 6 months by not playing the game at all and shitting on it. That's what's going to happen. The only reason I'm making the announcement is because some of you might have been under the impression that was going to change once there was a new game that Tanner and I were going to play, but the thing is, we're not. So, yeah. If you've been enjoying the episodes for the last 6 months, then great. You're going to keep enjoying them. If you've been only just waiting for us to talk about how much we love COD and, what the best attachments are or whatever, see ya. That is in all likelihood never happening again.
Yeah.
At the very least, not until Holiday 26 at the earliest. And that's on Mamas.
Yeah.
It just is on top of Mamas. So
is that on Mamas? On your bitch
So there's
mamas,
your guys' warning. Hope that helps. By the way, some people, we made this announcement on Patreon. Some people have said, take Call of Duty out of your name. No, not doing that.
Well, it's in. We
that's a lot
could
of work,
if it wasn't in all the logos.
Yeah,
that's not happening.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and I don't wanna. So yeah.
I want to say bring it back.
And look, it's an homage to our past, because most of the time this was a Call of Duty podcast, but now it's going to be sort of about COD. Like today's ep is mostly about COD, and that's going to continue. But as for Saturdays, not really sure on those either, to be honest. So if you guys have any suggestions or whatever, or like every time you think of something you want to hear us talk about, post it in Discord, because that's something we could do. It's kind of like what we had the idea for on Patreon, which is like the micro topic suggestions. We could kind of spin that for like Saturday episodes or even Thursday episodes where you're like, oh, this thing happened. Like Shroud said keyboard and mouse should get aim assist in X Defiant. What do you guys think of that? Just like when you have a thought like that, that's the perfect example. When you have a thought like that, post it in Discord in like feedback or something. And if we get enough of those every week, we could do an episode where we just talk about that shit, or whatever strikes our fancy. I don't know. But there's your warning. If you're disappointed by that, I do genuinely feel bad, because I also thought I was going to get BO7, but I can't. I can't do it. I can't, and I won't do it. Yeah. And luckily, at least on Patreon, the reception has been largely, I already knew that, and that's fine. That's what most people have been saying, to paraphrase. Like, oh yeah, COD sucks. I haven't been playing it either, or I don't care about it either. I just want to hear you guys yap, blah, blah, blah. Cool, thanks. Glad you feel that way, patrons. And so maybe some of you will feel that way as well, but there you go. And speaking of Patreon, by the way, our last Patreon episode was this, but we talked about it a lot more. That Call of Duty fucking sucks a lot. And why we will not be playing it.
Yeah. So. And just so we're clear, saying that Raz keeps saying the Call of Duty sucks thing.
Which it does.
I already said this in the Patreon episode. I made this super clear, and like 2 people still said something about it. They're like, oh, COD's the same. You guys just changed. Yeah. And I said that in that episode. I said, I don't like Call of Duty anymore. That's me. That's what I'm saying. And I said, BO7 actually looks good for a multiplayer game, but it doesn't do anything for me. I've moved on. I don't like Call of Duty anymore. So just making that super fucking clear for everyone to hear. Yes, the game's basically the same. It's basically the same. I've moved on and I don't like it. So yeah, obviously. And I knew that.
Yeah. And yeah.
It's been clear to me since BO6 launched that I did not like that game. I didn't like the feeling of it. And that year was just nothing for me. So yeah.
I think we both explicitly said almost exactly that, both on Patreon, and I think I as well just did here. Yeah, like BO7 looks like it's actually pretty good. Not that it's perfect, which we're going to get into right now, but it's pretty fucking good. I mean, we got a lot of what we've been asking for, and the maps are good. So like that's really cool, and all that. But yeah, like we've changed. We are just over it.
Like, if this had happened like 3 years ago, I would have been like, holy fuck, this is a good multiplayer game. Like, they finally nerfed aim assist.
Yeah, I know.
They're giving us a ton to grind for. The maps are vibrant and they look fun. The map layout looks good. It's just, I don't like it anymore. And there's not much I can do about that. I can't fake it. If I could force myself to just like the game, I would, but I can't. So, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, and then one other objection I would like to preempt, though gladly I haven't heard this one yet, is, although I'm sure I will now, but it's your guy's job, so it doesn't matter if you like it, just play it anyway. No. Won't do that. I'm not gonna, actually. Don't need to, and also, as we've said hundreds of times, dozens of times, genuinely, the problem with doing that is that content would be really bad. It would be really bad. For example, we have zombies players who listen to us, and some of them were like, hey, you guys should play Modern Warfare Zombies. And they asked us this for weeks and weeks and weeks, even though it looked fucking terrible. So then we said, okay, man, finally, we'll play fucking Modern Warfare Zombies. We will do our jobs. We will make ourselves play it. We played it, and it was one of the worst experiences in gaming that we have ever had. Genuinely. It was really fucking bad. So then we said, cool, fire up the fucking recorder. Fire up the stream now. We recorded a bonus episode the millisecond we left the lobby, which did not take long, by the way. And we piss, shit, and fart all over it for 90 minutes or whatever. And then guess who hated that episode? Everyone who was asking for it. So if you want to tell us, oh, just do your jobs and play it anyway, which again, no one said this yet, although I'm sure many of you are thinking it. That is what will happen. That I guarantee you that is what will happen. So what's the point of it? I would rather just make content for the majority of you who are left, who would rather not hear us talk about COD because you don't play it or you barely play it and don't really care, and you'd rather us talk about other bullshit. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind as well.
I mean, most people even say, because here's the other thing too, is probably for maybe around 2 years, sometime probably during Warzone 2 when that game kind of killed the community. Most of our listeners starting back then were like, I don't even fucking care about COD anymore. I don't play it. I just like listening to you guys talk about dumb shit. That's how it's been for a while now. I feel
long time now. Yeah.
Like, I don't think people have genuinely listened for like actual useful COD content since like, again, probably like the start of Warzone 2 until that died off. And some of it like maybe MW3, Warzone 3, but again, best year of Warzone ever. Just about the least played other than this year. But trying to think where I was even going with this actually. Lost my train of thought.
Bro needs a conductor of his thought train.
Yeah.
Put him on
game
track.
Sucks. That's all I don't know.
Sucks.
I don't even remember where I was going with that. I don't.
Most of our listeners don't care about COD. I think.
Yeah. I mean, almost like 2 people were like, this sucks. Fuck you guys. Blah blah. And then everyone else was like, I haven't played COD in like months. Didn't buy this game either. I haven't played it in 2 fucking years. Good. I don't want to listen to COD anyway. So
yeah, I think my ballsack, I think it was who it said it, like W. I don't know. It might have been someone else. We got a lot of feedback on Patreon, but someone was like, W, thank fucking Christ. Yeah. I hate hearing about COD. Please stop talking about it. So I was like, okay, based. So that guy's thrilled about it.
So. Is this worse than Warzone 2 or just done with the same old? I don't know. It's hard to say. I think Warzone 2 I thought could improve. And they did make improvements, but it still just never got that good, ever. It barely really got playable. Vondel saved the game. That's what I'll say. Vondel saved Warzone 2,
that's the thing.
Which gives that game higher marks for me. I think for me personally, I found BO6 Warzone to be the worst feeling overall and most boring, but it could have just been because that's when I started getting sick of it, you know? And maybe that wouldn't have happened if Warzone 2 had been a good year of Warzone. Maybe it, you know, if that year had been decent, it would have been another fun year of Warzone. Then when it comes to BO6 Warzone, I wouldn't have been like annoyed as much because the game had still been good for a while. So I don't know. I think just coming off, like, as I've said, MW3 Warzone being my favorite year to then going to BO6, it was a big jump. Because even going from
morale bomb,
yeah, because even going from Caldera to Warzone 2, Caldera by like halfway through was like, okay, there's like a lot going on here. I don't want like King Kong and Godzilla fighting on the map. I'm sick of like dying to this dumb shit.
I've been
the 3 to 6 times meta was fun at first, but now I'm getting just absolutely sick of getting beamed at 380 meters away with a fully auto gun that doesn't have recoil. It's boring. This guy's getting full-blown fucking aimbot aim assist from 400 meters. Like, it's just lame. So I was already kind of getting to that point. So then when Warzone 2 came out, it's like, well, this sucks a lot, but in just a different way.
Krampus.
But yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah,
they both sucked a lot for me personally.
Warzone 2 was definitely the worst game, but the advantage Warzone 2 had was that it was very different, at least. Whereas now, or excuse me, like Season 5 of BO6, Warzone at that point was way better than Warzone 2 ever was, easily. Like, the audio was good, the visibility was good, things worked. There wasn't a 2v2 fucking gulag, you know, all the dumb, retarded, insane shit that was in Warzone 2, like the jailer, 2v2 gulags, AI, strongholds. That was not in Season 5 of BO6. Yeah. So that was like a way better game, but everything is also the same. Like, it was a time machine back to the original Warzone on the original Warzone map, which is not very good, Verdansk. So I just super bored of it. Like, in that sense, I'd actually rather play Warzone 2 probably than Verdansk BR. Even though the Verdansk BR was way better in almost every way. Like, by every metric, time to kill's too fast, but it's still slower than Warzone 2's time to kill. Like, it was better in basically every way. But I've also played so much more of it that I'm so fucking sick of it. I'd rather play Warzone 2. So that would be my answer on that. But how do you improve BR? You change it, Besu. That's the problem right now with Warzone for me. Is we're playing on the same map with the same guns. Same guns doesn't matter. We're playing on the same map with all the same mechanics. And that we've played on for a collective, like 2.5 years now? Like, are we not tired of Verdansk? In the same gameplay loop. No new contracts. Like, if you compare MW19 Warzone, like 2020 Warzone to Warzone right now, on big map, what's different? Let's see. No dead silence, no stopping power. I can see and hear people. Those are all good things. Like, it's better now than it was in 2020. But that's all that's different. Everything else is the same. Same gameplay loop. Buy the same shit. On the same map. There are rappels. That's cool too. Basically the same contracts. I think there might be some new ones like big game bounty. I don't know if that's in. That's cool, but it's not game changing. Supply runs I think are new. I don't think those were in 5 years ago. But besides that, it's the same fucking game. And like we don't have the balloons anymore. That's a really big bad one for me. And it's just, yeah, it's just boring. That's the problem. So how do you improve it? I don't know. I mean, for me personally, it has to be, yeah, just way different. Like a good step would be fucking put wall running in Warzone. You just put it in BO7, add that. That would be cool. That would be good. Do a new map that we've never played before. That's another good one. The wingsuit thing would be very cool. Adding grapple hooks would be very cool. That's a start. But like, I'm very uninspired when they say, by the way, guys, in 2 more months, we're going to let you play on Verdansk still and add Factory, which was a POI we added 5 years ago. We're going to re-add it again. Not only is that not a new map, it's not even a new POI. So that's what it is for me. Like, yeah. So anyway, and a lot of people, it turns out. But. All right. With that said, would you play COD again if another pandemic happened? Fuck no. No. The only way I'm playing like COD again is, again, yeah, in late 26 when they do their new mode. So when like DMZ2 or whatever they scrap Warzone and replace that with, that would be the next thing conceivably that I would play. But I'm tired of BRs, honestly, and I'm super tired of multiplayer. So until then, don't care.
That's a big one, man.
Do not care.
Yeah.
Big poop out of your butt?
Oh my God, yeah. Whew.
That's good stuff, man.
Some of those make you work for it, you know?
Yeah, you had to work for it. So anyway. Speaking of this game, let's get into some topics here. First off, BO7's rotational aim assist change seems to have been significant, with many controller players noticing a difference in gameplay. The aim assist change is expected to be in Warzone later this year as well. So this is real and big, to their credit, asterisk. So they said they were going to make an aim assist nerf. They did. And it's a pretty big nerf based on what I'm hearing.
That's what it looks like to me, yeah.
It's a pretty big nerf. And I'm pretty surprised by it. I was pretty surprised by that because you are really hurting your casual player base, which is ostensibly who you cater to the most. Look at casual Warzone. That's another thing that's really bad about Warzone, by the way, is casual Warzone. So no one plays, and everyone that does plays casual. So if I want to play a normal match of Warzone, everyone's insane. That was also not true 5 years ago. Or in Warzone 2, that wasn't true either. There was SBMM, but there were so many more players that your lobby would still be less sweaty than playing Warzone now, even if there were literally no SBMM. Because all of the bad players are going to play casual playlist, and it's only Ebates and Biffle playing regular Warzone. So that's another thing. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But anyway, on this aim assist thing, yeah, pretty big nerf, which is cool. A lot of good controller players are saying it's definitely nerf, but now it's fair. And I'm actually winning gunfights against other controller players that aren't earning it. I'm like actually outskilling people. That's cool. However, the silver lining, but the opposite of that. So the opposite color of silver lining here is there are so much complaints. There are so many complaints. They will revert this in some capacity. I don't think they're going to have the aim assist be like it was last year ever again, or this year. I don't think they'll have that. I don't think they're going to totally revert this aim assist nerf, but they are going to make aim assist stronger. Not as strong as last year, but somewhere in the middle between now and last year's aim assist strength is where they will compromise. Why do I say that? We'll get into it. Not doing too great on sales, but also lots of people bitching about it. And this is exactly what they did last year. Last year, they said, hey, we're making changes to aim assist so that really up close, your aim assist isn't as strong so that people on keyboard and mouse have a chance. They did that in the beta. And then between the beta and launch, they said, just kidding. Actually, we're not doing what we said we were going to do. And then they didn't. And then it was like very slightly different, but still the aim assist was completely nuts. That's what I almost can guarantee will happen here. They will strengthen the aim assist soon, probably in season 1. And it'll be somewhere between what it is now and what it was last year. And then that's what we'll get in Warzone. So then the question will be, will that be enough to even the inputs? No, because it's impossible to. But any nerf is better than none. So, but if you're like really mad at this, don't worry. They're going to make it a little stronger again. And that's on
Yeah,
Mamas.
they'll probably make it stronger. I also wonder too, if they'll look at things and see maybe people aren't playing as long as they were last year, or weird little, stats that they have like that. And that could also push them to buff aim assist a little bit more as well, if they're seeing things like that. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to money and playtime for them. So if they think they've over nerfed it and it's causing players to get off the game, they're gonna buff it. Yeah. So I think they will buff it a little bit. I agree with you. It probably won't be as strong as it was, but it'll be better than what it is now, stronger than what it is now.
Yeah.
Because you saw, like, how many times on Twitter did you see tweets or like replies to Call of Duty tweets like the day the game launched? And it was all like, I don't know what they did between beta and launch, but gunplay feels worse now. It's like, yeah.
Right.
Because they fucking nerfed aim assist and you're shit at the game and you used to get lucky.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of good controller players, a lot of them. And this is just, it's causing them to kind of change the way they played maybe, but they're still going to do well. But this is hurting the players who are getting kills that they didn't deserve before. And then, just other kills that nobody should be getting because of the reaction time.
With the purpose. Yeah, which should be the purpose of this nerf. You shouldn't get kills you didn't earn or that are impossible for a human being. Yeah, right.
Open this metaphor tweet. This is a perfect little 6-second clip. This video is going around, and this is exactly what we're talking about. Where beforehand in COD, this guy, he's laying prone, holding a corner. Some guy runs around, and the guy is dead silent, so you don't hear him coming, right? In COD last year, he would get immediate aim assist drag on this guy as soon as he runs around the corner, and he'd already be dragging on him and kill him, even though he didn't know he was coming. Right. So this guy is genuinely caught off guard because he has dead silence and he's running. So he can't, he's not getting any aim drag at all. So the guy sprints around the corner. He has to full on move his controller to start aiming, and he loses this gunfight. The average shit can on controller is getting this kill last year. And so this is what's going to separate like really good controller players from average controller players, where there just wasn't that gap beforehand. This is what it is playing on KBAM every single gunfight in multiplayer, basically. This is what it feels like.
Yeah. This is
like you don't know the person's coming. So it's like, how do you react? And then even like the comments on this, top comment on this, if you're prone and you miss like that on mouse and keyboard, I think you may need aim assist. Again, this guy's never played on mouse and key. That's
so obviously.
That is you can't track this guy coming around the corner immediately because he has dead silence. You have no idea he's coming. And then once he slides around the corner and then immediately jumps and like mantles on something, that is impossible to track on KBAM. That is such a hard gunfight to win right there. So and that guy's just dead if this was last year and aim assist existed the way it did. So
yeah, I've paused when the angle holder starts moving his stick. So that's his reaction time. This is what I was telling you guys was going to happen a couple weeks ago when they described what the aim assist nerf was going to be. I said, you guys think you're reacting way faster than you actually are because your aim assist starts it for you, and then you do it a little after, so it feels like you were right on time, but you weren't. This is the actual timing you have. This guy didn't start moving his stick until the guy's almost off his fucking screen, because that's what having no aim assist does. You actually have to start moving your aim stick to fucking aim at the guy. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
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 I told you guys this was going to happen. And of course it's happening, obviously. Yeah.
This is a good point too that I hadn't thought about. One of these comments, my favorite part about this clip is that they're holding as close to the wall as possible, because typically the aim assist would react instantly. And the metaphor says, yeah, any good keyboarder would aim away from the wall to give them reaction time, but you just don't need it on roller. Now you do. Most people won't notice this. Yeah. So yeah, like that is true. That's something I didn't think about. So I'm watching it back. His reticle is on the corner. Yeah. As somebody who's always played K-BAM first-person shooters, you don't aim there ever. Because you can't react fast enough when they come around the corner. Yeah, you get your reticle is like 2 feet from that corner. So by the time they sprint around and your human reaction comes in, you're close to being on target. Right. But this guy's just so used to playing COD and getting aim assist drag. His reticle is just directly on the corner where the guy's going to sprint around, because he's expecting his aim to immediately react, because that's how he's been conditioned to play for 20 years now, basically. So, yeah.
Yeah. So that's good stuff. And on this topic, Exclusive Ace has been scronced. So Exclusive Ace tweeted out a video on how the aim assist works, and then Matt Scronce, yeah? Quote tweeted it and said fairly spot on assessment. Pat Scronce. And then he yaps. And then he says, currently looking at data and feedback with the team on tweaks to come soon. So we already have confirmation they're going to be tweaking the aim assist changes. What this means is they're going to buff it, as I've already said.
Yeah, so, they're going to buff it, I think.
Yeah. I can't imagine tweaks means anything other than buffing it, frankly. So.
Yeah. Just reading what he said here and reading some comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing important. But anyways, yeah, Ace did put a video out. I kind of started scrolling through it, but then I stopped. So if you want to see the actual changes, there is a video out of him testing it. Hexsmith hasn't said anything since BO7 launch, so I don't know if he's just so disappointed he's just never tweeting again or what, but it's weird. Last thing he tweeted about was Battlefield aim assist, and he hasn't said anything about Black Ops 7. I expected something out immediately, so maybe he didn't get it.
Yeah. So anyway, a couple other fun things. The Call of Duty BO7 campaign cannot be paused, even if you're playing solo. If you quit during a mission, it forces you to restart the mission. And solo players do not get any AI teammates, leaving some parts of the campaign harder to complete alone. None of this is a huge issue for me, other than not being able to pause a solo campaign. That's kind of insane.
That's crazy.
Are we serious? That's a feature we had from Call of Duty 1, by the way. In Call of Duty 1, in the game that was just called Call of Duty, made in 2001 maybe, or whatever, the feature that you could pause during the campaign was in the game. That is no longer in the game. So, cool, man.
Dude,
I mean, why?
Did you see any of the clips from this campaign? I just saw a few clips.
Oh, we're going to get into it as fuck.
Does it show any of them?
Oh, wait.
Do you have any of them?
I meant to, but that's the one I missed. I'm going to pull it up right now, though.
Okay, because I saw this one clip, and I'm dead serious. I thought it was like a joke, like somebody made some AI video.
No. Oh, no.
But it was an actual clip of the campaign. I'm like, oh, this is as bad as everyone's saying. Yeah, they should just... Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what they do at this point. Because the campaign this year looks terrible. Didn't play it. Campaign last year, everyone also said it was terrible. And a lot of people are saying this one's worse. Some people are saying they're equally bad. I've kind of seen both takes. But, yeah.
Well, let's... Speaking of the campaign, so you can't pause the solo campaign, but at least it's fun, right? Here's an excerpt of a clip from the Call of Duty campaign. Keep in mind, this is coming from the franchise who made bangers
this
like
one, yes.
All Gillied Up or No Russian. You guys remember those?
Thinks he's Landmark. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I'm literally pirating that tweet. Yeah,
you're just you have the script.
It's a good point though. This is from the franchise that had banger campaign missions like All Gillied Up and No Russian and all the crazy cool where you board your Navy SEAL scene, you get it, and you board a boat and do wet work and stuff. This is the BO7 campaign. Here's just a little excerpt.
Yeah, this is a clip.
I don't know how to describe this.
I thought this was fake.
Yeah, this looks like a zombies Easter egg.
It is. That's all this is. This is a zombies Easter egg where there's like some massive creature in front of you, but instead of a massive creature, it's like the one guy who's a character, and all of a sudden he's 200 feet tall. I don't understand it. I don't know how to explain it either. It's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen in a COD campaign.
So instead of making a new BR map, this is what the devs spent their time on, by the way. So just keep that. So when we get Factory in Season 2 of Verdansk, and you're a little tired of it, just remember, this is why you don't have a new BR map.
Yeah, I mean, do we just stop making campaigns? I don't know what we do about that.
Obviously.
Yeah, I don't know what they... Yeah, I don't know.
Obviously.
Because the campaigns can be cool. They just... Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's the weird thing is, like, looking at some of these clips, it looks like they put a lot of time into the campaign. They just did a very poor job at deciding what to do with that time they put in.
Right.
I don't know. I saw another tweet too from, I think, Ghost of Hope. And he was like, yeah, just get Raven off the campaigns. Because I forgot, I guess Raven does campaigns now. So if they're like splitting, if that's taking away devs from Warzone, then that's just strictly bad. Yeah. But I think more than that, it's clear Raven doesn't know how to make a COD campaign. And that's fine. Just get them off it. Maybe get everybody off it. I don't know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, there's no replayability there. People don't replay the COD campaigns. Oh, and what's up with Endgame? I heard like 2 things about it day 1 of launch. Haven't seen anything since. Has anybody played Endgame? Are people playing it?
I saw like, I think it was Smixy tweet like, Endgame is fun, but it's super buggy and I died and lost all my shit or something.
Oh.
It's a couple days ago, but there we go.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, so that's just insane. And that's the worst aspect, by the way, of BO7 from all accounts is the campaign. Like zombies is being received lukewarmly, I guess, multiplayer well, but the campaign horrifically, which we will perhaps get into a little more here. But first and next big topic here, an Activision rep has confirmed to Charlie Intel that open matchmaking with skill minimally considered is the same in quick play and all open playlists in BO7 multiplayer. Strict SBMM is active only in the one standard playlist. So yeah, the reason I bring this up is because, and the reason this statement was made by this Activision rep is because no one believes them. I'm seeing people all over Twitter saying, bullshit, this is open SBMM because these lobbies are sweaty as fuck. And I believe Ebates and Swag and Biffle,
everybody. I mean, look at all the comments. Yeah.
Every literal CDL professional player saying that open SBMM is bullshit. I believe them more than I believe Activision, obviously. So is Activision lying, or are they inept and they don't realize they fucked it? Don't know. Don't really care. But yeah, I'm going to take Ebates or whoever, any of the insane players who play all the time and are really good, their word for it, that the open SBMM is a lie. Absolutely. Why is it a lie? Don't know, but it really does seem to be. Or having only one SBMM on playlist has the effect I described, but more than I thought it would. Meaning, if you have an SBMM playlist, all the bad players go there to shelter. So then every other playlist technically has open SBMM, but only good players queue for it. So it might as well be SBMM. That's possible, although I doubt it. I think more likely Activision doesn't know what's going on under the hood. Because we went over that tweet, I think last week, where they said, by the way, guys, we hear your conspiracy theories, but I promise Open SBMM's a thing. However, there are challenges with the interaction between quick play and persistent lobbies and no SBMM. So what I think is most likely going on is they don't understand what's happening under the hood and their algorithm's running away with it. So there is some kind of SBMM that they can't figure out. That's my guess. Who knows? But again, when Swag says the SBMM is on, I believe him. I mean, World Series of Warzone competitor, very good player. It's not like he's getting exposed for being shit and needed SBMM protection. That's not what's happening, obviously. So,
yeah. You can go to like the comments on any of these, and everyone's like, they're just lying. Like this is a lie. Another thing I think I said in the Patreon episode we just recorded as well is that I think personally, my guess is the average KD of a person playing Call of Duty multiplayer right now is higher than it's been in the last few years, because there are some popular casual type of games out right now. Battlefield 6 being one of those. A Battlefield in a modern setting is just a breeding ground for shit can casual players. And so people that maybe had still been playing COD, they swapped to Battlefield when that came out, and they're like, oh, I like this game. They're fucking terrible at it, obviously. And they just continue to play that instead of going back to COD because maybe they're having fun on it.
That's also a good point, yeah.
And then they're seeing things about, like, you know, how the campaign looks, or just how dumb shit in BO7 looks, and they're like, this game looks awful. And so they're staying on BO6.
That's also possible.
Battlefield 6. And then also Arc Raiders is very popular right now with a lot of people. People who are into extraction shooters, casual gamers who've never played anything like that. So I think a lot of people are playing that, because if you have a group of friends you play with, what would be more fun playing right now? BO7 multiplayer or a game like Arc Raiders? Like, for somebody on console, a game like Arc Raiders is almost like revolutionary to them. True. So I bet a lot of people also, they're like, oh, this is such a fun game to play with their friends. And it probably is. I haven't played Arc yet. I understand the appeal, though. So I think that's it, too. I think there were just probably less people playing Black Ops 7 than Black Ops 6, Modern Warfare 3 when that came out. Just go back. I just think the player counts are down this year because of other popular games that are out right now.
And that would have an impact on the lobby skill. It feels like
the last few years, or just usually when COD comes out, there aren't many other good games out at the time. But yeah, Arc and Battlefield, two big ones that immediately come to mind, are popular right now.
Yeah, that could also explain, like, having the one SBMM playlist and having, competition where shitters are going to be more attracted. That will make the lobbies harder, but to the degree that all these streamers are saying, maybe, and we're going to get into the player count right now, actually. But yeah, so there, a lot of things could be going on, but either way. Activision says they have seen a great response to the quality and depth of gameplay in BO7, but is not sharing any data on player counts or sales so far. So why am I bringing this up? Well, as others have pointed out, maybe Charlie did as well at some point here. Every year, Call of Duty releases, a couple weeks after it launches, they do a little self-glazing on the TL, and they say, oh, Modern Warfare 3 generated more revenue than any product in American history of all time in the first 20 minutes, and the player count is greater than 8 billion, which we didn't think was possible, but I guess Martians are playing also on top of every Earthling on Earth by definition. And this is the best thing that's ever happened ever. But there's always metrics like, oh, we're the #1 most played on PlayStation and Xbox this weekend, or we're the most downloaded game on Steam, or whatever the thing is. Some metric to flex. This time, no such comment. No such top sales comment. No such #1 played comment. Not to say that they don't hold any of those things, but they don't hold some of them. And they didn't mention any of them. So that's unusual. And it makes you think, why is that? Well, let's see. Here's another a fun little data point for you. On the website twitch.tv, some of you may be familiar with it. This is where people will live stream video games, and they will put themselves in a category. Arc Raiders which was a game that had come out, I think, a week or two prior to BO7 launch, had more viewers on launch day than BO7. That is inconceivable to me, and I would not have bet this if I hadn't seen it myself. By the way, by a lot, 218,000 compared to 127,000 viewers. On the launch day of a new Call of Duty game, you're getting gapped by a third-person extraction shooter. Now, obviously, Twitch viewer metrics isn't everything, but it's something. And that's never happened before. I can't remember the last time it was literally launch day of a COD game and any other video game was getting out.
That might have been the case for multiplayer for a couple of years now, honestly. Now,
I don't think so. Not on launch day.
I think you're thinking Warzone. A big Warzone update on launch day, that pulls a bunch of viewers, but multiplayer, I don't think has gotten many for, honestly, a few years now at least.
I would be very fucking surprised. I would be very surprised. You could be right, but boy, on launch day, people aren't watching Call of Duty streams more than fucking Arc Raiders. That's pretty crazy to me. That's pretty remarkable. Maybe it's happened before, but I mean, in theory, this could be checked easily. Not that we're going to do it, but just go back to the last 5 launch days. I'd be very surprised. Obviously, Just Chatting is going to win because Ice Spice is twerking on cam
that's not
to 14-year-olds.
Yeah,
so
you don't even put that in there, obviously.
Yeah. But as far as, gaming. So I think that's pretty nuts. But anyway, more on this. Call of Duty BO7 currently holds the lowest user score for any Call of Duty game ever on Metacritic. With a score of 1.8 out of 10. This is for users, by the way. So the meta score,
which is based, briefed usually, huh?
Well, sort of. The meta score, which is based on the critic reviews, is 83 out of 100. And the user score is 1.8 out of 10. So this is kind of like Rotten Tomatoes, where some movie will come out and it'll be a 99 on the tomato meter, but then the users will say it's a 12 out of 100%. Same kind of deals going on here. This is funny. And I think this is because of the campaign, honestly. I think a lot of this is because of the campaign. So.
I think what most of that is, I think that's mostly the campaign, which is kind of why it's either just figure it the fuck out and stop making weird campaigns, or just stop doing them altogether at this point. I mean, this is now at least 2 years with really fucking bad campaigns. I'm trying to think, when was the last time I played a campaign? I guess it was MW 2. And I think the MW 2 campaign was fun, if I remember correctly. I think it was really fun. Was the Modern Warfare 2 the one where there was the, a lot of the single player
where I wished it was multiplayer?
The AC-130 mission?
I think so, yeah. That was the last one we played because it was early access, I think.
Yeah, and it had that mission. There was that one kind of annoying one where you were like following you were in like a Humvee or something following another vehicle, and
you hated that one.
Avoid mines and do shit. That one was kind of annoying, but it was like, it
was
kind of felt like a classic COD campaign mission that you have to have.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they do with that, because they get it kills your game rating. When you launch a bad campaign, even though nobody actually cares about that in the long run. It still gives your game a bad look.
There was no campaign for BO4. That game did fine. Stop making them. That's what I always say. I say it maybe every day. Stop making COD campaigns.
Yeah.
So it's just, maybe they should take me up on that. But anyway.
Maybe, yeah.
Now into what's going on here. BO7 physical sales, excluding digital data, so to be fair, was 61% lower compared to BO6 in the United Kingdom for launch weekend. Now, you might be saying, oh, well, we're excluding digital, so why does it matter? Well, we're comparing like to like here. We're comparing box sales last year to box sales this year. And they are down 61% in the UK market. That's a lot less. That's a motherfuckload less, actually. Now, granted, there's Game Pass now, so that accounts for probably a substantial portion of this. Does it account for 61% of it? That's a lot less. Probably not. Probably doesn't account for 61%.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty crazy. And how about the United States? Shit. Forget I said that. So what's going on here? Well, some other contenders have thrown their hats in the ring. One of which is Battlefield 6. Electronic Arts says Battlefield 6 is the best-selling shooter game of the year. Oh no. We've been outsold by Battlefield. Has it ever happened before? Now again, this is because of Game Pass. But still, pretty funny.
This was before BO7 launched.
I already knew that. I didn't.
Yeah. This was up until November 1st. It was the best-selling game of the year. Because there's another tweet that said that. This one, I guess, just doesn't say it or something. But yeah. It's the best-selling shooter game from January 1st to November 1st. It said it somewhere else. Charlie Intel is just...
Why did they tweet it yesterday then?
Because this data always comes out weeks later. That's why we haven't heard anything about COD player counts yet. Charlie Intel had also said that like we won't see like actual sales numbers for probably a couple weeks.
Okay.
But yeah, there was a different one. I thought it was from Charlie Intel too, but it was until November 1st. But Battlefield 6 is still doing very, very well. Because I think it was I think it finally hit number 1 on console for one of the weeks, or number 2 or something. It's getting up there, which is kind of weird.
Through November 1st, Battlefield 6 is currently the best-selling game of the entire year in the United States. That's maybe where you're getting this November 1st figure from.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the best-selling game. Yep, that's what it is.
So, pretty good stuff there.
Black Ops 6 was number 6. And this is a game that came out the year before. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I mean, Black Ops 7 is going to destroy that number still.
Obviously.
What happens on consoles? How is a game I've essentially never heard of, Monster Hunter Wilds, the second best-selling game of the year, third best-selling? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what that is.
Monster Hunter. Yeah, I mean, stop making consoles. I've never seen gameplay of this. I don't know what it is. It came out in February.
You're a boomer, man.
Console's another world.
You don't know about Monster Hunter Wilds?
It's just another world. There's nothing to play on them. Like, half of the top 20 is just sports games that come out every fucking year.
It genuinely just slop.
It's console slop. There's no games.
Let's actually go through this. NBA 2K26 is slop. EA Sports College Football slop. Oblivion, I mean, it's not slop, but it's 20 years old. Madden 26 slop. MLB slop. EA Sports FC slop. WWE slop.
Kingdom Come Deliverance. That
EA Sports cool, MVP bundle slop. 2K25 what the fuck is slop. That? It's all slop. I just read all the sports games and called them slop, by the way.
MVP. Jesus Christ.
So, yeah.
Oh, the bundle is just Madden and college football combined. So, and those games are both already on here, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just got it. There's nothing to play on consoles, guys. I can't believe it. This is why COD is always number 1. There's nothing to play.
I already know that.
Jesus Christ. Anyways,
another thing here.
Hold on.
Where
is this? Yeah, keep going. You can keep going.
Battlefield 6 had the biggest launch month in terms of revenue of any game in the last 3 years. The only game to beat it is MW 2 from 2022. So Battlefield 6, in terms of launch month revenue, did outperform BO6 and MW 3. and it might do it for BO7. In fact, if it did better in terms of revenue in the first month than BO6 did, it almost certainly is also going to beat BO7 by that metric specifically, which is pretty crazy, honestly, but I believe it.
Yeah. Battlefield 6 produced the highest single month US physical and digital full game tracked dollar sales in 3 years. And it's just, this is also what I was saying on the Patreon episode. The Modern Warfare games just go bonkers, no matter how bad they are. They make so much money. That's why next year, I think COD is just going to be on a steady decline again throughout this year. And I think a lot of that is because Battlefield this year is also a modern game. I'm telling you guys, dude, like, people just love the modern shooters. That's still what's the most popular and is going to be the most popular for a while, I think. And this is why Infinity Ward's game next year, Modern Warfare 4, is just, it's going to go crazy. But I think before then, it's just a steady decline in player counts once again throughout this next year.
Yeah. And then they're going to sell a bunch of boxes, but the game's going to be really bad. And then even more people are going to leave than have already. So then there's going to be a huge spike, but then they're going to settle at an even lower baseline than we're at now. Just like happened with Warzone 2. Literally exactly what happened with Warzone 2 is going to happen next year with MW4. And that's on Mamas. So,
on Mamas, yeah.
Yeah. So it's on Mamacitas. So anyway, moving on from that.
Guess what Charlie Intel just tweeted? Breaking news. Treyarch will be slightly increasing aim assist strength at certain ranges in BO7 ahead of Season 1 launch after feedback. There it fucking is. Let's look at the comments.
I'm so surprised.
Metaphor. Guess we found out who the real crybabies are.
Oh, that's a good bait tweet right there. I like that.
Swag said, turned on SBMM and increased aim assist. I can't. Braxton, World Series of Warzone controller player, thumbs down. Yeah. Bro, all I know is if no aim assist was added to campaign, it's shit. It kept forcing my aim like 2 feet under the enemy multiple times. Like, holy fuck, at least let me shoot where I want to. Stop aiming so low for me. I don't know what any of that means, I'll be honest.
I don't know what game that guy's playing. I don't know what controller he's using. I don't know what
I think
world
that's another AI
in.
generated Twitter because
that's a Russian
90% just bot accounts now,
Yeah.
So.
And this is exactly why I just hate this fucking game and can't play it. It's a clown. As I was saying on Patreon, the whole thing's a fucking circus. That guy commenting where he doesn't want to aim at people's feet anymore, he's a clown. And that is the Call of Duty player base that loves to just go up to their slop trough and gorge themselves on this dog shit year after year. Slop, trash, lies, obfuscation. Oh, we're nerfing aim assist. Nah, we're going to buff it. And it's all so predictable. As you've just seen, we knew that was going to happen. We said that was going to happen. Minutes later, it happens. Oh, look, they've reverted the good change that everyone liked. I mean, are we dead ass? I can't be fucked to play with it anymore. Pause. Play it anymore. I can't. Can't do it. It's all a joke. It's a circus. We live in a circus. This is a circus world. Call of Duty. It's a clown show run by clowns. Yeah. So I mean, is anyone surprised? So anyway, speaking of which, Nuketown comes back on Thursday, which is today, I guess. So I guess Nuketown's in. Okay.
That's cool.
Okay. Oh, this would be dope if I cared about BO7 because that's the best map ever.
Yeah, this year's looks pretty cool actually. This Nuketown.
Okay. Didn't fucking ask. Moving on from that, Activision has made a statement on AI usage in BO7. All right, Ramin, cover your ears. Like so many around the world, Activision says, we use a variety of digital tools, including AI tools. I need my tools to empower and support our teams to create the best gaming experiences possible for our fucking players. Our creative process continues to be led by the talented individuals in our studios. And then Charlie Intel has included an image of calling cards, and I guess some people are complaining that these are AI generated. I like pointing these out because it's always funny to me that anyone gives a fuck. Bro, who cares? Who cares if it's made by AI? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, and it's going to happen anyway. So a lot of these people pissing in the wind like, oh, but don't let companies use AI because then it's going to steal our jobs. It's going to steal artists' jobs. That's going to happen regardless, buddy. Your job will be stolen by AI no matter how much you bitch and moan. You sound like the horse-drawn carriage manufacturer bitching about the Model T. Don't let that Henry Ford guy make fucking combustion engines anymore, because then I won't have a job making horse-drawn carriages. Hey, too bad. That's where we're going. So you can get on the assembly line or get in the bread line. That's all. Those are your options. But you can't just bitch and moan and say and tell people to stop doing it, because it won't. It won't happen. There's a better way to do something. That's how it's going to get done. Welcome to all of civilization ever. That's what happens. Things improve and advance, and then jobs become obsolete. Learn to code. That's what I always say. That's what the journalists used to say, right? But anyway, yeah, AI is going to take your job, and you're going to, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it, so you can bitch all you want. But I'll never care. I don't care. I don't care. As long as the art is good, I don't care if AI made it or not. And of course they make it, and good for them for admitting it, or use AI rather.
Well, I think that's the thing. A lot of people are complaining about how bad the calling cards look this year because they think they're AI generated. That's what they say. But how do we know it's not just the art style? You know, maybe that's kind of what they were going for. I mean, yes, they do say they use
Ramin
AI
has
to help
entered
with
the
things,
chat.
but
Hello,
is he here?
Hello, Ramin.
But Charlie
Ramin.
Intel, he's
Welcome.
getting a big Twitter check this month. He purposely posted these because these were already going around saying, like, people were already saying these look AI generated. They're not saying these calling cards are AI generated. It's just Kashav is baiting everybody like he does, and so he posted this image. So, I mean, these could just be the fuck-ass ugly style they went with. Who knows? But, yeah, that's hilarious that he showed up.
Like clockwork. He hasn't said anything. I said, Ramin, cover your ears. He said, AI for 2 minutes. He fucking slides in the chat like the Kool-Aid man. AI.
Yeah.
Welcome, Ramin. God, that's great stuff, man. That's great stuff. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you want to say the art looks bad, say that. But it's not because they used AI. It's because they used AI in the way they used it. Like, it's not, yeah, obviously. So, anyway. Yeah, I mean, you could tell the AI to do anything in any style, and it'll do it. But speaking of this, a United States congressman has weighed in.
Really?
What are we doing, man? What? Why is a congressman for the United States of America, spelled wrong, by the way, responding to BO7? So here's the tweet. A United States congressman has responded to Call of Duty BO7 using AI, saying regulation is needed to prevent companies from using AI to eliminate jobs. This is, I think, Senator Ro Khanna. I believe he's a senator. I don't know what state he's from. Guess what his political affiliation is, by the way.
We already know what it is, yeah.
We already know what it is. He's a very liberal guy. I think he might be in like Wolfpack, that like the Young Turks super PAC or whatever. Super liberal guy, which is fine. But in this case, this is just insane to me to say it, of him to say. We need regulations that prevent companies from using AI to eliminate jobs to extract greater profits. Artists at these companies need to have a say in how AI is deployed. Who do you think is deploying the AI, dude? It is the artists. It is not the code monkey prompting AI to generate a calling card. Obviously.
They want their job to be easier. Yeah,
yes,
they want
exactly.
to use
the
this
artists
probably.
want the AI, dude. Yeah,
they're getting
it
the
makes
same
their job
fucking
easier.
paycheck.
Exactly. Yeah.
They get to just sit around and play fucking horny villa all day, man. Like they're doing fine.
That's a horny villa, yeah. And then he goes on to say
I can't believe that's a real game.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Rokana then says they, as in the artists at these companies, should share in the profits, and there should be a tax on mass displacement. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, okay. So Activision should become a profit sharing company. Hey, let's take one of the Fortune 500 richest companies on the planet and just completely upend their entire corporate structure so that they can do profit sharing. For the 22-year-old calling card doodler can get a some of Bobby Kotick's bonus or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's whatever. That's a commie. And then he also says, here's what Nobel laureate Ace Moglu proposes.
I don't know what that is. That a person? Is that a thing? What is this?
It's some guy, I guess. I don't know how to say that name. I don't know what nationality that is. But here's what some guy Nobel laureate proposes. Tax reforms to discourage excessive automation. And then what constitutes excessive? Guardrails for worker input before deployment. Not a Luddite complete ban. Okay, well, at least not a Luddite complete ban. Support unions and workers to bargain for workers benefiting from productivity gains. Okay, yeah. So this is obviously out of the scope of just Battlefield, or excuse me, BO7, but like, this just reeks of insanity to me. And like, how many things are automated right now? Already. Like before AI, how much automation was there? Like, would he have been saying this about the assembly line? So, because that surely eliminated the job of the runner who would take one widget and then take it to the next station to do the other widget, and then someone would run that widget to the next station. So would he have said,
that's kind of
no assembly line, we should tax assembly lines? It just doesn't make any goddamn sense, obviously.
It's like people always talk about how it's going to kill a certain field or a trade or a job, but it always feels like the world just balances out and some other job just spawns out of nowhere.
Yes.
And then that is a job that I don't, it balances. It's like people think AI is just going to completely kill the universe or some shit. Maybe it will. I don't know. But people fucking overreact to everything, I think.
As we always say, nothing ever happens. And that will be the case when AI gets better. There will still be jobs, guys. Hate to break it to you, there will still be jobs. And again,
unfortunately, yeah.
When the horse-drawn carriage maker lost his job, there were also new jobs available at that time. Like getting in the fucking factory. So, I mean, there will be new jobs. And there still are jobs, by the way. It's not like artists are gone. Someone needs to work with the AI. The AI is not some embodied robot that is creative and independently functioning and is just going to make calling cards. That's not how it works. And even if that does come to pass, people will need to work in the factory that make those robots to then be employed at Activision or whatever. Like, there will always be jobs, basically. And if it gets so crazy there aren't jobs anymore, then no one has to work. We make robots do everything. Then who oversees them and why would they do it? That's an interesting question, but it's outside the scope of this conversation for sure. I wouldn't know. What I do know is this is insane, but it's hilarious that a congressman's talking about fucking BO7 calling cards. So I just can't believe that and thought it was funny. So anyway, a couple other things and then one little fun thing and then we're done as fuck.
Oh, we got a fun thing, huh?
The next update for Battlefield 6 and Red Sec Season 1 began 2 days ago. A new mode, a new map, and more. So that happened.
Okay.
The new map is Eastwood. Don't care.
I saw some good things about the map. People were saying it's one of the best Battlefield maps.
What mode is it for?
I assume it's probably in everything. That's usually kind of how they make their maps. I mean, it's conquest size, so it's conquest.
Okay.
But they probably also have Rushberry. Yeah. It should be all of it.
Makes sense. That's cool.
But the map looks cool, and that was the one that I said, like, this looks like a really dope video game map. So
cool.
Yeah.
So that's in now. That's in now, fellas.
Yeah. They buffed aim assist in that game again too. I'm not sure if you knew that.
They did do that. Yep.
They did buff it. Yeah.
They buffed aim assist again in that game.
And then the stupid fucking tactical Brit was like, "Oh, it feels so much better now that they buffed it." He's a stupid fuck. God.
Now that you auto aim. Well, yeah, he's British, so we already.
Yeah, and then he posted a clip of how much better he was aiming, and he thought he did something there. He's like, "Oh, look, it feels so much better now. I can finally hit snipes." Yeah, you're fucking trash. Kill yourself. Anyways.
In a video game, we don't advocate for that. In real life, never would.
Why'd you skip over this Huskers clip, man?
I didn't. We're gonna save that for last.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm excited.
I haven't either, so I'm excited too.
It's not gonna be funny at all. Yeah.
I'll always take this victory lap every single time it's in the news, and I'm doing it again here. Bloomberg reports Ubisoft was working on a new Splinter Cell game, but then decided to chase Call of Duty's success and morph the work on that project into the now shut down X-Defiant.
Are you kidding me? Dude, Splinter Cell used to be so fun. Gabe and I used to play co-op Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
That was a fun ass fucking game.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude. That could
have had one of those, and then we got X-Defiant.
A Splinter Cell with the way how far game development has come with the introduction of AI, which makes all video games and everything better. Dude, that would go hard. When was the last time we played Splinter Cell? 2010. When did the last game?
Oh my god, it's been at least 20. Probably earlier in 2010.
Fun. You remember like when that game first came out, when it was like you can hang from ceilings, and you were like your head was exploding. You're like, what do you mean? How's that possible in a video game?
Right.
Oh, it was so cool.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we could have got some cool, new, interesting take on a unique type of game that is some people's cup of tea, and then we got this. Then we got, I think, genuinely the pinnacle epitome of a slop game, X-Defiant.
Yeah.
Like just respawn, multiplayer, cartoony graphics, utter fucking slop. Yeah. Just consumer
think of how cool
slop
Splinter Cell could have been.
Trash, shitty, slop shit, shitty slop shit. Bad.
Shitty slop, yeah.
And it failed, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the last thing here is a little fun thing. I've not watched this yet. But I don't know. Dexerto tweeted a 1 minute and 11-second video in which they asked America's Navy and Huskers, I guess, to name their Mount Rushmore of Call of Duty maps. Let's take a peek. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, press it.
Nuketown. Look, I love it. It's a classic.
They've been going crazy on the America's Navy and Army ad lately.
Whoa, let's back up a second.
Nuketown. It's up there for me.
Yeah, I know. I
Nuketown
agree
is a
for sure.
Mount Rushmore map.
They've remade it how many times now because of how loved it is. So, I mean, I kind of want to say Rust, kind of along the same vibes. Just because like there's been so many like iconic clips made from Rust, and you know, it's one of the most loved maps of MW2, of course.
Rust is one of those maps where you play it and
Rust
you just
does not
feel nostalgia.
belong here, obviously.
Yeah, that's one of those maps that just feel good.
Yeah.
Shit that has to go up there.
Yeah.
Everyone plays it. It's nuke friendly, casual.
These guys just love 1v1 maps. That's what I'm gathering.
They love slop.
Yeah.
Like, I hate the map myself, but I think it has to go on.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
could
Last
kinda
one's kind
see
of
it,
tricky.
though.
I feel like those three are kind of in its own little group. I have a good one.
Okay.
What about Terminal?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I give you Terminal.
Are we serious?
That
I
is
have a good
one
one.
of my favorite maps of all
List the
time.
most
Yeah.
popular
Terminal is
maps
fun.
ever
It's the
made.
most
plus they
not
remade it
good
a couple
one.
times,
Yeah.
So we got
That was the worst
Nuketown, Rust,
clip I've ever
Shipment, and
watched. And I'm
Terminal.
really upset
Yep.
you made
That's
us
a
watch
solid 4.
I'm good with that.
Hey.
I'm good with that Mount Rushmore. Shake that.
Yeah, that's good. That's done.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Dude, all of the
regret
fucking
pulling this
bot
up, so
accounts,
sorry.
all of the bot accounts are crazy
Sorry
on
about
Twitter.
that.
Like this is the top comment on every type of video now. It's from some fake account. It says he's a software engineer. Interesting how map design defines competitive balance in COD. This is how every tweet is now. Every single tweet. It's just their fake accounts. This other one right underneath that, it's a fucking what is that icon called? It's another like crypto account or the real small shipping container one. It's shipment. It's on the list. They're just all fake comments, dude. Twitter is so fucking fake now. God damn it, it makes me mad.
Yeah, Twitter's a fake website.
And the third comment, yeah, it's just all, they're all fake. Yeah. It has more fucking bots than ever. Thanks, Elon.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was the worst thing I've ever seen.
That was really bad. My Mount Rushmore, Nuketown is on there, obviously. That's Nuketown it from their fuck-ass lists. Yeah. Nuketown, firing range. Hate to say it, but the MW19 map. That's good. What's it called? Shoot House. Unfortunately, that might be on my Mount Rushmore.
Shoot House?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's kind of crazy. I'd have to think about it more, and it probably wouldn't be.
Yeah, there's too many maps to make a Mount Rushmore. You could make a lot of different lists here.
Yeah, we'd have to have a mountain range Rushmore, wouldn't we?
Nuketown would probably be on there. I think Crash, COD 4 Crash would be on there.
You need a COD 4 map, yeah.
I would probably put Tujane on there from COD 2.
Okay, Boomer.
And what else? Oh, man. Maybe Piccadilly. Yeah.
Okay, dude.
What was that, dude? Euphrates Bridge.
Oh, Euphrates Bridge.
I'm a Euphrates Bridge stan, dude. A Euphrates 10's peak
that map
COD
grew on me
right there.
That map grew on me.
Everything was better in 10's.
It did grow on me. It was pretty fun. That was a pretty fun map.
Yeah.
It was a pretty fun map. I hate to say it. Yeah.
It was so much fun. God damn it.
Yeah.
I would get all 3 streaks every time I spawned on that map.
Okay. I hit a nuke every time I spawned on that map, yeah.
You've never once hit a nuke in the game ever.
I have. There's video evidence of it.
I don't fucking care.
Remember when you hit it, when you got a nuke and then almost couldn't call it in because you were too much of a stupid fuck to find the button?
Well, the first time I got a nuke, I didn't have time to call it in. It was right at the end.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's what you're thinking of.
That's so funny.
It was on our club. It was at the end of the match, and I called it in, but the timer ran out before
you finished dialing it in.
It was something like that. Like I was dialing the numbers because once you dial it in, I think it comes in either way, even if the match was ending. But I missed it by like a second. It was the worst experience of my life.
Your character's words per minute wasn't high enough.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I don't know what's on my Mount Rushmore. Nuketown, Shoot House, Firing Range, and fuck, man, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
I don't care.
Jungle Flooded.
You think?
Arsenal Sandstorm. All right, that's it. Yeah. So we will not see you guys Saturday in all likelihood. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
You think?
But until then, we'll see you guys next time as fuck. Yeah, I guess we won't.
All right. Yeah.
Hopefully that helps.
I already told you that. Yeah.